All right. Keep it real moment right here. Reveal your truth moment, I should say. I used to think I had a discipline problem. I used to think I had a willpower problem. I used to think I had a try harder problem. But good people, that wasn't an issue at all. The real truth is simple. Addiction is a cycle, a spiritual, emotional, psychological cycle designed to keep you trapped, not with chains, but with patterns. And if you don't understand the pattern, you'll keep falling into the same pit thinking something is wrong with you. But really, something is wrong with the cycle you're caught in. Ephesians 4:19 says this: they have no sense of shame. They live for lustful pleasure and eagerly practice every kind of impurity. Good people, that's the end of the cycle. That's what happens when the pattern gets so deep, your conviction gets quiet. But let's break it down, step by step. Because if you can see the pattern, you know what that means? You can finally break it. First step, temptation. That spirit that says you deserve this. Listen, temptation never sounds evil. It sounds familiar. It sounds comforting. It sounds like self-care. Temptation shows up dressed in relief. You've been doing good. Just this one won't hurt. You can handle it. You deserve this. And sometimes it sounds like loneliness. It sounds like stress. It sounds like that empty feeling in your chest after a long day. Temptation never knocks on the door saying, hey, you know what? I'm here to steal and destroy your purpose. It says, let me help you feel better. Right now. I can do that for you. But in reality, guess what? It's a setup. Second step, indulgence. Just this one time. You know that part too well. I know that part too well. The moment where you say, all right, one more time, just one more time. I'll stop after this. This is the last time I do this to myself. That's indulgence. Now, let me be honest. Every time I hit this part of the cycle, I told myself, I'm in control. And I told myself that this time is different. But the funny part is indulgence is never the end. It's always the beginning of the fall. Because you know what? Indulgence isn't pleasure, it's permission. Permission for the enemy to slide deeper into your life. Permission to ignore your calling, your anointing. Permission to numb instead of confront. Third one, shame. The one that says you'll never change. Man, this one hurts. Shame is the trap that feels like truth. It tells you who you were and convinces you who you'll always be. Shame says, see, I told you were weak. See, God's disappointed in you because of that. See, you're not built for sobriety. See, you'll never change. And shame is powerful. And you know why? It's because it feels spiritual. It feels like conviction, but it's not conviction. Conviction pulls you towards God. Shame pushes you away from him. Conviction says, get up. Shame says, give up. And this is where most people quit the fight, to be honest. Not because they've sinned, but because they believe the lie that shame tells them and whispers to them afterward. Fourth one, escape. Might as well do it again. This is quite possibly the most dangerous part of the cycle. This is where you say, well, I already messed up. I already drank. I already watched it. So I might as well keep going. I already hit the thing that I said I never hit again. So might as well keep going, right? And that right there That's how one mistake becomes a long-term relapse. How one crack in the wall becomes a collapse. How one compromise becomes a lifestyle. Escape makes you run from the pain of sin by running back to the sin. It convinces you that the only way to deal with shame is to repeat the thing that caused the shame. And that's the demonic genius of addiction. It uses the sin to fix the wound the sin created. The result? You get numb. And I'm not just talking about just physically numb, but spiritually numb, emotionally numb. Conviction stops that feeling right then and there. And you stop feeling like you're worth saving. And that's why Ephesians 4:19 hits so hard, because when shame grows, sensitivity dies. But if you hear me, you can hear me clearly. And I'll tell you this, the cycle is strong, but God is stronger. The pattern is deep, but God goes deeper. Your addiction is real, but so is your deliverance. Your job isn't to be perfect. Your job is to stay aware, because the moment you can recognize the pattern then loses power. So today, if you're still watching this, I want you to do this one thing. Drop it in the comments. Say, I see the cycle. Because the man who sees the cycle can finally break it. All right, that's the second episode in this series. And in episode 3, we're going to go even deeper. I'm going to show you why addiction isn't just a habit, it's worship. So rock with me, stay with me, because we're breaking chains one episode at a time.